What's going on, YouTube? I know a lot of you guys out there are wondering, can I carry a firearm out of state? Or if I'm traveling, can I fly with an actual firearm? Well, I'm going to share with you guys some important information on flying with a firearm today, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing I'm going to explain to you is how to prepare your firearm, okay? So let's get into it. All right. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the actual lock on your security box, okay? All right. When you go down to the airport, TSA requires that you have to have a TSA approved lock, okay? So basically you have to have a hard shell case, okay? And also a lock that cannot be opened at all, okay? It may have a little slight split in it, but it just cannot be opened at all, okay? Keep that in mind because they're really strict about that, all right? And this Hornady security case is TSA approved, so this is a pretty good one, all right? So let me go ahead and show you guys how to prepare everything in here, okay? So, oh, and remember, everything's empty, all right? Empty, empty, empty. So that's one of the number one things. So you want to make sure, okay, that you do not have any bullets in your magazine at all. No bullets in the magazine at all. Also, no bullets in the chamber, okay? All right, that's how you get that prepared. So go ahead and put that in here like so. Okay, also when it comes to the ammo, like I said before, they don't want the ammo in the magazine. It's best to put the ammo in your box. So if you have a box where it can keep the ammo separate, I always use the boxes, you know, when I purchase my actual ammo. So that's the best thing to do, okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't, you know, if it's a box of 50 and you only have 20 bullets, just put the 20 bullets inside the box and you'll be good to go, okay? They want it in a box, okay? So go ahead and put it in here. Put my magazine here, all right, like so, okay, and then that's pretty much it. So that's how your setup is gonna look. Sorry about that, guys. That's how your setup is actually gonna look, just like that, okay? That's how it's gonna look, all right? Now, of course, this is smaller and more compact. They have bigger cases and stuff like that, but I chose a smaller one, okay? All right, go ahead and close it up. Like so, okay, and that's what you have, guys. All right, that's what you have. Now you have the choice, okay, to put the actual tether. Okay, let me show you something. You can actually put the tether on the case, and that way someone can't steal this. All right. So you have a steel cord here, okay? And that steel cord can connect right on the side of your case. So you can put that right here, all right? Like so. Like that, all right? Once that's in, then you close this, okay? Once this is actually closed, you see, that's just like that. So basically, you can connect this end piece right here to your suitcase. And that makes it very, very hard for someone to take this, okay? They'll have to take the full suitcase, and a lot of people don't want to do that. So make sure you know, tie that down to a base, you know, inside the suitcase. And that makes it where it's nice and secure, okay? A lot of people like to do that. This is optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, okay? Now, keep in mind, guys, that, you know, this preparation here, I fly Southwest. So Southwest, you know, each airport is going to be a little bit different depending on who you fly through, all right? So you want to make sure you go online, okay, and check, you know, to see what their guidelines are and things like that. That's extremely, extremely important, okay? All right, now, after you have this firearm prepared in your case, okay, All right, you're going to take your firearm to the check-in counter and tell them you need to declare that you have a firearm, okay? That's important. All right? Okay, they're going to give you a form to fill out, which is a WN 308 form. WN as in Nancy, 308 form, and you'll see that on the screen right now. That way you can get a visual of what that looks like, okay? All right, in some instances, it depends. In some instances, they may inspect the weapon, so don't be surprised if they do. Some instances, they're going to do that, okay? All right, and remember, you cannot take your firearm on carry-on, only on checked-in baggage, okay, guys? You gotta remember that. That's extremely, extremely important. All right? All right, so that's pretty much the breakdown, guys. Like I said, depending on who you fly through, it may be a little bit different, but I predominantly fly through Southwest. So this will just give you a little bit of perspective on what to, expect, even if it's a little bit different, okay? But like I said, check online and things like that. Now, before you attempt to do any of these steps, you need to check the laws in the state or state you will be visiting and check the airport's website guidelines for preparing your firearms. So let's get into those details. One of the first things you want to do when you're traveling, like before you travel, is basically check the laws in the state that you're traveling to. This is going to be extremely, extremely important because laws are not the same throughout the United States of America. Now, you do have some, states that have some of the same similar laws, but some aren't the same at all. And some of them don't even honor permits. So you have to be really careful with that. The app that I use is the CCW application. At the bottom right hand corner, it has the American flag and the firearm on it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. This is a really good one. I know they have it on the Apple platform, on your Apple phones. I'm not sure on Android, but it's most definitely on Apple. So I use this. Of course, you can Google that information too and pull it up and you'll be able to see it. But I use this app. All right, so I'm going to click on this. All right, so this is what's inside the app. And I'll do a little quick, run through with the actual application and show you what it's all about. So, of course, I'm not going to click on all of these sections here, but it has the last state that I viewed. I can find a current state and look up information, nearby places, whether that be like training or if you want to go to the range and stuff like that. It'll give you GPS location. You have instructions, settings, of course, feedback, post it. These just take you, like the post it just takes you to another app for some pretty good information and stuff like that. Gun Vault Tools is the same way. You can browse apps, check law updates, disclaimers, subscription, privacy, and terms. So what I'm really going to do is focus on the bottom here at the very, very bottom. So look at the bottom left. It says home. We're already on the home page. So we're going to go ahead and go to my permits. So if I click on my permits in this area right here, it actually shows you, well, you can select the state where your permit is issued, okay? And that's important because once you select that, then the application will already be able to form information around that and give you the right definitive information, okay? So I already selected my state. So my state is already selected in here. All right, so we're going to go back down to the bottom. Well, let's go ahead and go to the top, and it'll tell you my carry states, okay? So it gives me information on where I can carry in green, where your permits are actually honored. And the ones that are in red are your permits are not actually honored in that area, okay? All right, so I'm going to go back here. All right, at the very, very bottom, it says state map. So if I go ahead and touch that, it shows you here where you can click on any state to view all firearm laws grouped by section and all reciprocity details for that state. So that's important because from this area here, you can literally just touch any one of these states and it's going to give you some current detail information. So say, for instance, we were going to Florida. I'm going to go ahead and select Florida here. Boom. And look at that. It gives you all the information you need. The reciprocity information is right there where you have those sub selections there that you can choose from. Okay. It has that information there. It has the carry information here. I'm not going to click through all of these, but it has the carry information there, and it gives you information about that. You have possession there. You also have where you're allowed to carry your firearm in that area too. So you can click on those sections and find out, where you're allowed, whether that be roadside rest areas, state parks, etc. Other laws, it gives you information up under that and that sub selection, those subcategories, and then you have federal and also miscellaneous at the bottom. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and click on one of these here. It says state permits valid in Florida. So if you click on that, it'll tell you what's honored, okay? What states are honored and what states are not honored, okay? So that's pretty cool there, so I like that. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back down to the bottom. It'll say state list. You can click on that, and it gives you a wide range, a plethora of different states that you can choose from. And you're going to get some of the same information. So say, for instance, if I click on South Carolina, boom, there goes all that same information again that you could look up, okay, which is extremely important. Now, this is one of the most important sections of it to me. At the bottom right-hand corner, it says carry states, okay? I'm going to click on carry states, boom. And remember, my state is already checkmarked where I live in my state. Okay, so it's telling me where I can actually take my firearm and where my permit is actually honored. So in green, it says your permits are honored. In red, it says your permits are not honored. So all of that green area there, my permit is actually honored. The ones in red, like I said before, they're not honored. Straightforward, simple, easy, guys. This is a great app. And also, we're going to actually look at the website here, so if you're traveling, whatever airline you're traveling on, it's best to go on that website and then check out the firearm section to see what you need to do to get your firearm prepared. So we're going to jump into that next. So now we're going to focus on the preparation of your firearm when you take it to the airport. Okay. And of course, they have their rules and regulations on how they like things done too. And each airport is different. So make sure you look it up, make sure you go to Google or just go online, look it up, and then you go to the firearm section. Or with Southwest here, you can actually see that it is, let's see, at the left-hand side of the screen, the guns and ammunition page, okay? Guns and ammunition page with Southwest. And this is who I fly through most of the time anyway. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm not going to read the whole guns and ammunition section, but I am going to focus on some of the most important things here, okay, when you're traveling through these guys. So right here it says customers are responsible for knowing and following the firearm laws of the states that they will be traveling to, state or states that they will be traveling to, from, and through, okay? And that's very important. And that's why I showed you guys that app, before. That app actually breaks down and give you some of that important information, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move it right along. I'm going to highlight some of the most important areas here, okay? And right here, if we go back up, right here is extremely important. So I'm going to highlight this area here, and I'm going to read that. And this is Southwest information. So it says firearms must be encased in a hard-sided locked container that is of sufficient strength to withstand normal handling as follows, okay? And of course, the case that I showed you guys, the Hornady security case, it most definitely meets those standards, okay? And right here it has different bullet points. It says a firearm in a hard-sided locked container may be placed inside a soft-sided unlocked suitcase, okay? The second one here, it says a firearm placed in a hard-sided locked suitcase must be encased in a hard-sided locked container. And then in this other area, it says the locked container or suitcase must completely secure the firearm from access. Cases or suitcases that can be pulled open with minimum effort do not meet the locked criterion. Okay. And then the last one here, it says the customer checking the luggage should retain the key or combination to the lock and may use any brand or type of lock to secure the firearm case. Okay. And in the parentheses, it says including TSA recognized locks. Okay. All right. So that's important information to know right there. And then it was some more information here to know towards the bottom, and it talks about your ammunition. Okay. All right. Your ammunition and basically how you would get it prepared. Okay. So right here it says small arms ammunition for personal use, provided it is properly packed, is permissible in checked baggage only. The second one here says the ammunition may be placed in the same container as the firearm and must be securely packed in cardboard, fiber, wood, or metal boxes or other packing specifically designed to carry small amounts of ammunition. And that's important. So they don't want you to put the ammunition in a bag or anything like that. Okay. They just told you they specifically want you to put it in fiber, wood, or metal boxes. Okay. So for me, I'm just going to keep it in the box that the ammunition came in, right? And then I'm going to put it right inside the Hornady security box and lock it all up. That's exactly what I'm going to do there. The next one says, when checking ammunition, customers are limited to 11 pounds gross weight ammunition plus container per person. This other one here says magazines or clips containing ammunition must be securely packaged, placed in another small box or in a secure cutout in the carrying case in order to protect the primer of the ammunition. Okay. All right. The next one here says make sure guns are unloaded and definitely never transport a gun in your carry-on baggage. And they mean that. Okay. The next one here says gunpowder, black powder, and primers or percussion caps are not allowed in checked or carry-on baggage. Okay. The next one here also says loose ammunition or loose loaded magazines and or clips are not allowed. Okay. And of course, it says some stuff about paintballs, so we're not dealing with paintballs right now. So that's the most important information that you want to look at when it comes down to preparation and getting your firearm prepared to take it and get it checked in at the airport. Okay, and like I said before, it's going to be different whether you flying Southwest or American or any other type of airport. So make sure you check that first. And I just wanted to go over this with you guys to let you know that hey, you can carry a weapon and you can carry a weapon from state to state. You just need to know how it's done and you need to be able to do it correctly. So that's extremely important. The Second Amendment allows you to be able to do these things and to be able to protect yourself. And that's the main thing, to protect yourself and also to be able to protect friends and family. Okay, guys, that's what this thing is all about. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared if it's your first time doing it. All you have to do is watch this video. If you need to watch this video 2 or 3 times, do it. And then that way that gives you a better perspective on how to do it a lot easier, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I really would appreciate it if you all would subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell so when I roll out the latest, videos, you'll be able to get them. Nice, good, informative information. And also, let me know, guys, what is your best, airport, to fly through. So let me know, who do you like? Do you like Southwest? Do you like American? Who do you usually fly with? And also, have you flown with a firearm before? So let me know in the comments below. And remember, I'm not from this planet.